Stephen Wayne, digging into the Wayne Manor archives.
Inside Wayne Manor.
Stephen Wayne, and I'm hanging out with Mr. Rob Halford. How you doing tonight, Rob?
Doing great, thank you, Mr. Steve.
And we're sitting out in front of Toad's place, and welcome to Connecticut. Do you like coming up to Connecticut?
I like it when the weather's like this. The last time I was here, I was freezing my you-know-what's off, and it was like, it was real cool weather. But we had a blast at Toad's. Toad's is like a legendary place up here, It's a great place to play, and just always have a great time. Real good hardcore metal freaks that come and jam and give us a good time together. So it's nice to be back in this area again.
You've been in the metal scene for over 25 years. What an accomplishment that is to itself. How do you feel metal has changed over 25 years, and where do you think it's going?
I think it's it came from obviously a real primitive embryonic beginning with really one first band, that was Black Sabbath, back out in Birmingham, my hometown in England, and bringing a music that the world wasn't prepared for, really. I mean, God, when I first heard the stuff that Tony Iommi was making, and collectively Geezer on bass and Ozzy and Bill, it was, my God, this is just incredible music. And almost around the same time, the original Judas Priest got together. Mm-hmm. The name Judas Priest began in 1968, and I joined the band in 71, I think it was. So it was still a new music that really derived out of progressive blues rock that really fed back from the, here in the States. We were like playing bat and ball, much as we do now in contemporary rock, metal music, whatever you want to call it these days. Everybody's feeding the ideas back and forth. But this music was it was full of like real blues feelings and even early jazz and like all these progressive ideas were very much part of the original metal sound. So it was like finding its identity, And it wasn't really until I guess when Priest made Sad Wings of Destiny that the definition of metal started to be heard around the world. And so it continued to grow and develop, and of course it was peaking big time through the 80s. I mean, everybody was like really pigging out on so many different kinds of metal bands, both from Europe and from here in the States.
Was it tough for you coming in, because you've always collaborated with like the other members of Priest, so you're a producer and writer? Was that hard for you coming out of Judas Priest?
No, it was just a big self-indulgent trip, really. That's what it was. I mean, I just had all this material and I just threw it at the band, and they took it, they accepted it, and said, let's work these tunes. And because it was such a monumental change in my professional career, I really wanted to hold on to it and keep it in control. But not in a dictating kind of a way, just because I had an idea, I had a vision and I had a dream, which was to make a band, make a record, take it around the world and see what would happen. It could have fell flat in his face, but it didn't, thank God. Everybody dug the record, they dug the band, they came out all over the planet to see Fight perform, and it enabled us to move on and make Small Deadly Space, which, as you know, is a collaboration and really is the first true definition of what the band is about musically.
Blowout in the Radio Room has become somewhat of my show's anthem, Wayne Manor's anthem. Do you feel rock radio should stop being so tight-ass?
Yes, YES in capital letters, 300 feet tall. But I think it's unavoidable, I don't know what's happening. It's like everything's getting squeezed by the nuts, and I would just like to see people just having a bit more of a good time and being less constrictive and less restrictive and just play some stuff, just mix it up, spread it out.
No, that's what we try to do.
That's great. Well, that's great. You're probably one of the few people that's doing that then, because there's so much great stuff out there. Why try and box it into all one kind of selection? You got to just throw everything out and just give people an opportunity to dig everything that's in the world of metal, hard rock. And just play as much as you can play.
Let me ask you one more question. You still love getting out on the road?
I love it. It's the thing that drives me. It's the thing about being a band is writing your music, recording your music, and playing it live, and they're all really important things for me. But the actual human connection of playing that material in front of living, real, breathing human people and seeing the reaction you create is just what it's all about. That's the connection every artist makes. You can't just make records and not work you've got to get on the road. You know, you've got to, like I was standing out Toads for half an hour tonight, meeting people and chatting and signing stuff and asking them what they like and what they don't like about the record, and you know, just communicating. And so I'm just driven by road work. I love it.
We're glad that you keep stopping by Connecticut. And once again, it was an honor meeting you.
Thank you
very much. Stephen Wayne hanging out with Mr. Rob Halford.
The Batman thing. Wayne Manor, there you go. Hey everybody, this is Rob Halford, and of all the places I have to end up on, it has to be the one and only Wayne Manor.